So the other day I went in to do some testing on a Fedora system when I realized it was still on Fedora 37. If you're not familiar, Fedora is a rolling release that is updated about every 6 months or so. This means that once the new version comes out, the old version will no longer be supported. I am not here to debate the differences between long-term service distros and rolling releases, but let me know if that's something that you want covered in future video. Today, I'm going to get this updated to the most recent version, Fedora 38. This is B from Tata Tech, and I'm going to show you how to update to the newest version of Fedora from the command line, so stick with me. I have a favor to ask. If you like this type of video and want to see more content like it, make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell button for notifications. Also, don't forget to give this video a like if you like it. Let me know what you liked, didn't like, or if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or emotional outbursts down in the comment section below. And lastly, make sure you stick around all the way to the end to get the most out of this video. Let's do this thing. All right, so before we go ahead and get started, one thing I do want to tell you is it's very, very important that you back up your data prior to updating to the newest release of any Linux distribution. So make sure you've done that. Now I'm going to go ahead and shrink my face here, and we've got a Fedora 37 system here. Let me go ahead and confirm that for you. We're going to do cat etc os release, hit enter, and then we can see right here that it is indeed Fedora 37. All right, so let's go ahead and dig into actually getting this system fully upgraded. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to do sudo dnf upgrade. We're going to do tac refresh. This is going to go ahead and update the system for us. All right, and I've actually already updated this prior to this video, so in my particular case, I don't need to do anything else, but you may need to go through the update prompts to go ahead and get your system updated. So let's go ahead and clear this out and get into the next steps. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to need to put in there is sudo dnf install dnf plugin system upgrade. Then we're going to go ahead and hit enter. And what this is going to do is it's going to make sure that the upgrade plugin is installed. So it's already installed on my system, so more than likely it's probably already installed on your system. But we want to make sure that we do have it there, just in case it's not. So, all right, let's go ahead and do the next command, which is going to be sudo. Actually, I'm going to clear this out just to make it easier for you to see. Sudo dnf system tac upgrade. And we're going to do download. And then we're going to do tac release. And then we're going to do ver equals 38. So essentially what we're doing here is we're going ahead and saying, hey, go ahead and we're going to do a system upgrade, download the most recent release, Fedora 38, because that's the most recent version, as I stated earlier. All right, we're going to go ahead and hit that. And it says, before you continue, ensure that your system is fully upgraded by running dnf refresh upgrade, which we've already done. So let's go ahead and hit Y. All right, and what it's going to do here is it's going to go ahead and get the stuff that it needs from the repositories to be able to go ahead and make this happen. I want to go ahead and show this to you. So we're going to go ahead and let it finish here. It'll take just a minute. This usually doesn't take too long, especially if you're doing this on a desktop or a laptop. I'm doing it in a virtual machine running on a server, and it's only got 2 cores and 4 gigs of RAM, so that does slow it down. You know, if you're working with like 4, 8 cores or something like that, it should be much faster, and especially if you have more RAM. Because most people nowadays aren't running on just 4 gigabytes of RAM. All right, it's doing this, and it's here. We got the summary here of everything that's going to be done. Let's go ahead and hit Y. All right, and there we go. It's got 1,878 packages to make either to update to. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here, and then I will come back once it has completed, and then we will finish up this process. All right, we are back here, and we have completed the actual upgrade. Now what we need to do is we need to do one more command. We're going to do sudo. Whoops. Come down here, sudo dnf system upgrade reboot. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and let it reboot here. This may take just a minute. I may have to actually go in there and reconnect to the virtual machine because it's running on a server. And what it's going to do here is it's actually going to go ahead and do an upgrade to the system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause the video again. We're going to let it do its thing here. And then once it's finished, I will come back. All right, so we are now at 99% completion. All right, it's at 100%. Right now it's going to go ahead and reboot. I may have to reconnect. Some of these virtual machines will reconnect automatically. Some of them won't. It just depends on which one. Ah, cool. Awesome. Looks like everything went ahead and went through successfully. Awesome. Let's go over here. And let's go ahead and I'm going to blow this up. I'm going to go ahead and, oops. Let's do a cat Etsy OS release. And bada bing, bada boom. We are on Fedora Linux 38. You could, at this point, I think everything should probably already be updated, but let's just go ahead and run it just for completion's sake. Sudo DNF update. Let's let it do its thing just to see if there's any other packages that need to be updated after the fact, because that's something that you always want to do is after a upgrade, fresh installs, you want to go ahead and make sure that you get your system up to date. This shouldn't take too long. All right, we're just going to go ahead and let it finish up here. Perfect. Yeah, everything is up to date. So awesome. It's pretty easy to update to the latest version of Fedora, and we just did it. Check out this other video from my channel. Remember, mistakes make you better, so keep on making them. Thank you so much for watching my video, and have the greatest of days.